Hi guys, in this video I'll be taking you through a simple AI lead generation system that can book you and fill your calendar. As an Epoxy Flooring Pro, this system can get you 20 plus financially qualified leads. So without much further ado, let's get straight into the video. Yeah, so guys, this is the system I'm talking about, and straight up we'll start with getting leads. So for the leads aspect of things, we'll be running Facebook and Instagram ads, basically targeted ads to your ICP meaning ideal customer profile. So basically here what we usually do as a company, we run meta ads. Meta ads work the best for flooring companies. In this case, we're talking about epoxy flooring companies. So meta ads work very well for epoxy flooring companies. We have reasons to that. There's usually be a debate why should businesses carry Google ads, not carry out, but rather why should they run Google ads, not Meta? There's always been a back and forth debate on is Meta better than Google ads, but for we as a company we're solely focused on running Meta ads, and the reasons as to why I can just give you two so that we can continue the video. Two reasons we usually carry Meta ads, we usually run Meta ads, beg your pardon. Is the number one is usually the cost per lead advantage. So it will be cheaper for you to acquire a lead or to get a potential client for you on Meta than on Google. Being that on Meta, usually they're cheaper leads because Meta allows you to target homeowners who have actually not yet started that search or are not actually shopping around for flooring solutions. So with Meta ads, you're able to target someone who's not even actively searching for epoxy flooring. So that is why that aspect of lower CPL comes into play. But for Google Ads is basically for high intent buyers, people who are ready to buy your service. But the disadvantage that comes here is that it becomes so expensive because you need to think about this. How many flooring companies are rather how many flooring companies are bidding on the same keywords? Understand the same keywords. An example of a keyword, basic keyword, epoxy flooring contractors near me. So you need to ask yourself, how many epoxy flooring contractors are bidding on that same keyword? So it becomes expensive because many epoxy flooring contractors are flooded on that same keyword. So it really becomes a competition on who gets ranked above who. So that is why you tend to find that the CPL when running Google Ads is much more expensive. And so coming to a conclusion to this is that for Meta, you're going to get leads at a fraction of the cost of what you would have acquired were you to run Google Ads. So basically that's it, the CPL advantage. When you're running Meta ads, you have lower CPL than running Google ads. The other reason being that when you're running Meta, there's also usually this aspect of demand generation and demand capture. What do I mean by this? Meta basically generates demands. I beg your pardon, generates demands. How? What do we mean by generating demand? So when you're showing your ad, when you're showing your videos, when you're showing your before and after transformations, when you're showing your customer testimonials and all that, you're basically generating demand to someone who has not been actively involved or engaged, or someone who's not really aware of what even epoxy flows are. So when they see your ad, when they see the craft, how you are skilled so well in your craft, and if you have good videos, if you have good before and after transformations, if your customers are praising you because of your service, then voila, that is how you just generate demand out of thin air. But for Google on the other side, we focus Google on we understand Google with demand capturing. So what do we mean? Google captures the demand that is already there. So Google mainly focuses on those people who are searching, actively looking for flooring solutions. But the issue here is they're only looking, Google has only allow you to capture the demand of those who are looking for flooring solutions. But you are leaving the silent market behind. You are leaving a silent market behind of people who are not even aware of what epoxy flooring is yet, and who can be inspired to draw near to you or draw near to your service for you to run Facebook ads. So that is where now Meta comes into play. Meta will create the demand to even people who are not even aware of what even epoxy flooring is. So that is just the basic reasons. Apart from that, there are so many reasons why Meta is the best. And even when you look lastly at the aspect of scalability, how you can scale on Meta, you scale very fast. You can double down on what is already working. You can already find your winning ad and double down and scale faster within weeks. But for Google Ads, the max is months. It will take months for you to actually start seeing results. So when you want to look at the speed to things, Meta Ads is usually the best. Google Ads, yes, work, and I'm not trying to downplay Google Ads. Google Ads work, and yes, there are so many other flooring contractors who also carry Google Ads. But the issue is when you're looking at the speed to results, money loves speed. That is all I can say. Money loves speed. So if your business is not running on speed, if you're running or if you're depending on a source of channel of leads that is a bit slow, then you're slowing up your processes, you're slowing up your business, and eventually you're slowing up your profit that you could have gained at a much faster speed. Yeah, so those are just basically some of the reasons. So how are we going to fulfill? We'll be using human looking and sounding AI FB ads to generate the leads. Basically, we are using AI, or the whole of this offer is on AI. AI is going to help us do all the things. AI is going to help us save on our time, save on your time, save on your money. So we'll be using human looking and sounding AI Facebook ads to generate the leads. And for this, we'll be using tools like Ads. Hey, now look, for epoxy flooring contractors, you guys need to just focus. You need to focus on your visuals. What do I mean? I mentioned this on the previous video. Epoxy flooring, you need to picture epoxy flooring as a visual product. In that, this in itself is not just you offering a service. When you are selling out yourself there, that you have this business, that if anyone wants a garage done, an epoxy floor garage done, then you need to ensure that you have compelling visuals, something that is eye-catching, something that I can stop scrolling my head from and just focus on what I'm seeing and immediately book and call you and tell you that I want this service. So we're dealing in an industry where visuals, or your creatives, your videos, the creative plays, actually I can just say the creative plays almost 65% of your whole business. Creative now, in this case, is under your marketing side. So you need to have very good visuals, and for this, we'll be using AI. And we'll be using AI, but the issue is AI will only be used if you're a business owner who's perhaps camera shy. You do not want to project yourself as the owner of the business. This is where now AI plays a role. AI can play many roles, not only just creating AI customer avatars that represent the brand, that represent the business. No, can use it in many ways to create even videos that are so real, that appear human. So that is the advantage that we have with AI. But apart from that, it is very important that you need to note that videos that work on Meta are before and after transformation videos. You need to just have videos where you're showing the garage before, the way the garage is cracked, the way the floors are cracked and dusty and all that, and then after, of a shiny glossy garage and all that. So people, it's just an emotional, playing with emotional reactions. People usually love to see before and after videos. There's always just this sense of some emotional satisfaction or gratitude to what your craft can do. So it is just about emotions. That is why I needed to emphasize on this. That is why it is important to run Meta ads. Meta ads will sell emotions. Emotions will sell the flaws. That is something to take as a note key. Yeah, so this is just an example, though it's just a generic example, it's just a basic example. Actually, to me, it seemed so bad, but the good thing with AI, the more you prompt it well, the more results or the more efficient or effective you get the results. Sorry guys, there's a noise outside here. Yes, so yeah, so basically that's it. That's just the generic video. This video is so trash. I don't know why I actually showed you guys, but yeah, but just imagine this is what AI can do. So just think of how this can be if we give it the best prompt based on your business needs. So based on your brand, based on your business brand and all that, and even just we can even have a picture of you as a business owner and prompt it in a right way, and so give effective result without you having that need of getting before the camera, showing yourself, doing the projects and all that. We have AI, which will save us a lot of time, but will save us a lot of money that is there. So you only have to focus on your craft. We do the I hope you get the point. So that's it. So apart from that, we also be running this just also another generic image ad, but let me tell you, image ads are killing it. Such a simple image ad like this could be printing 6 figures and beyond. That is just the truth of the matter. So as long as you have the right offer, you have the right messaging, and the creative seems compelling or eye-catching, then that is all you need. Because right now, when running meta ads, we have meta recently introduced AI. We have a lot of meta AI features. So instead of targeting so many interests, targeting interests such as garage, home renovation, and all that, we don't even need to have that detailed interest or detailed targeting interest whatsoever. We just need to have a good creative, just need to have a good offer, and we leave the AI to optimize on itself. Though in the beginning, if it's a new ad account, we'll try and kind of give AI, the platform Meta AI, some data that it can work with, and then later, as it gains data and more, then we can just leave the rest to it and then turn to broad targeting, not now detailed. So guys, I'm telling you, AI has simplified a lot. AI has simplified a lot. So with AI in Meta, we're able to get results efficiently and effectively without even sweating or without even that hassle or stress. You get what I mean? So it's up to your creative, it's up to you to be more creative, to have good creatives, a good offer, good messaging, compelling visuals, and all that. Next up, we are going to getting the appointment. So once the lead comes in through the Facebook form or ad or landing page, this is where the things start getting this is where things start getting interesting. Things start to get interesting here. So what happens is we have our AI virtual assistant, and it is in this point where after the lead fills in the form, the name, the contact, the email, our AI virtual assistant is going to engage immediately without wasting a second. Guys, you need to understand, getting leads is so expensive nowadays. Getting leads is so expensive. And so if you're getting leads and you don't have a backend system that is engaging or nurturing those leads, you're basically wasting money. So this system is going to ensure that all those odds that are against us, be it the manual processes that we were using and all that, and all the time that we were costing ourselves with just because of the follow-ups and all that, AI now has come in place. So AI is going to engage once the lead fills in the form, Facebook form that is going to be on the ad. The AI immediately engages the lead within seconds, 60 seconds to a minute. The lead is already engaged. Now, what does this also show? Remember, guys, we're dealing with humans, we're not dealing with robots. It's an emotional kind of game. So if a lead sees you're so interested or so attached to him, I don't know whether it's him or her. So if a lead sees or notices that you guys are so keen on how you uh, deal with their follow-ups and all that, they will be so interested, they won't leave you. But if you're a business owner, you don't have a back-end follow-up system, a lead comes in, a lead is interested in your service, they fill in the lead form and all that, and then it takes you 2 hours, not even 2 hours, 4 hours, going to a maximum of a day for you to respond. What do you think? Do you think the lead is even still going? Do you think the lead is going to even still remember your business name, or still will they want to still want? Will they want to still work with you? No, of course they won't. What are they going to do? They will follow the footsteps and just go to your competitor. That is all. They will go to your competitor. So it's like you're giving your competitor business. So if a lead feels like they're not attended to the way they desire, you're just giving money to your competitor. In short, you're giving free money. You're leaving free money to your competitors. They're going to call your competitors, and your competitors have a fast follow-up and consistent follow-up system where a lead comes in immediately within 60 seconds. The lead is engaged, nurtured, qualified, booked for an appointment. But for you who's delaying, waiting up to past 24 hours and all that for you to respond, there's no engagement in that. At that time, the lead becomes cold and then decides to move to your competitor. So this is where our AI comes into play. So our AI is going to engage with the leads, and for our AI system, we are not using a voice AI caller. As I mentioned in the previous video, we are using a conversational AI. Conversational AI currently is what is working really best and printing cash for many local business owners. Why? Voice AI is not there yet because I'd not be really impressed even for me. Perhaps a potential client of an epoxy flooring business, I will not be really intrigued enough and really confident or just comfortable enough talking to an AI on the call. Really, that sounds weird. Though there are so many AI softwares, voice call softwares that are coming up currently that are aiming to modify themselves. So I think in the near future that is coming, it will be really difficult to differentiate whether you're talking to a human being or you're talking to an AI. It will be really difficult. So as this technology gets to develop better and better, as it gets to get better and better, I think we're going to see some rapid development changes. Until then is when we can conclude, okay, AI voice call is now a perfect fit for local businesses. But as for now, conversational AI is the thing. So conversational AI, our AI system, that we're talking about, the conversational AI, our AI virtual assistant will engage the lead immediately. Hey, I saw you filled in our form, blah, 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 what's your name and all that. Ask the right questions. First, it will ask the right questions, try and qualify the lead. After qualifying, booking the lead directly to the client's calendar. That is it. So as you're busy focusing on your stuff, you're busy focusing on your creating stunning floors, you come home late, look at your calendar, you already see, okay, on Thursday I have an appointment with this, and so on Saturday I have an appointment with this. No hassle, no stress. AI does the work. And let me remind you, AI will do this 24/7 autopilot. Whether a lead fills in the form at 3 a.m., AI is always going to be there. Whether even two leads do it, fill the form concurrently, AI will deal with them. So, beg your pardon. So, apart from this, we'll also be using GHL, Go High Level, which will be our all-in-one CRM platform. This is where we'll be tracking our leads based on the different stages that our leads are in. So if the lead is in the follow-up stage, then at least we know, okay, this is lead number so and so, this stage. If the lead is qualified and manages to book an appointment, the lead is transferred from the follow-up stage to booked appointment stage. And if a lead declines and maybe is not interested in the service, then our AI system will automatically remove the lead from the pipeline stage, from the sales pipeline stage. So, guys, look at this. Simple. So all those manual processes, all the stress and the hassle of constantly texting, trying to remember, I was supposed to follow up on this lead. I was supposed to call this lead. No, all of that has been brought down. All those barriers have been broken. So AI is here to help you. And so for the AI system, we'll be using Appointwise. So once that is done, once our AI follows up, our AI appointment set, that is it. And guys, I also forgot to tell you, actually you actually need to understand that the biggest bottleneck that many flooring contractors are facing right now is not even in getting leads, because if it's getting leads, they don't have to depend on ads. You don't have to depend on organic marketing or whatsoever. There are so many channels on how you can get leads, but the biggest bottleneck is on how you can get your leads to show up for appointments. That is the biggest bottleneck. How can you ensure that your lead shows up for appointments? This is where our system comes into play. So you can't make an excuse. This is where our system comes into play. Then after getting appointments, we have the closing deal. So basically here, what we try to understand, what we realize is that many contractors are good at the skill, but based on the sales side of things, many lose a lot of deals just because of the sales processes that they take. Yeah, if I can put it that way. So how you manage your sales processes is really key. Actually, sales is actually one of the most important parts and aspects of this system. If you know how to close deals, then you're basically losing a lot. So this is where AI will come into place. Most average contractors are using average sales scripts. So sales scripts that are not speaking directly to the homeowner's needs. So what we've done is we're going to use AI, a trained AI based on the data of the business. So we're going to train it based on the script that you give us, that the business uses. Our AI looks at the script, looks at the areas of weakness, the weak points, tries and comes up with a strong objection handling points, tries and comes up with the strong pitching and all that. So our AI is also going to be able to rewrite the whole script to try and focus on what are really the deep pain points of these clients that you are serving, your potential clients. So we'll be using cloud AI to rewrite the whole sales scripts. And so with this, you'll be guaranteed to be 10x better and 10x persuasive in terms of your sales processes. Because let's just speak the truth. Yes, you're so skilled in creating stunning epoxy floors, but when it comes to the sales processes, what usually takes place? Why are so many contractors losing deals, losing high ticket deals just because of the sales processes? So the sales scripts that you're going to use literally are going to identify these deep pain points, because once you emphasize on the deep pain points, these guys will not see any need of not working with you. So the pain needs to outweigh everything else. The pain of not having that epoxy in the garage it needs to outweigh everything else. Then finally, we'll have the AI review and reputation engine. So guys, basically here, once the job is complete, we have an AI review system within our CRM, where once a job is completed, our AI system sends immediately personalized SMS to the client for review requests. So it can be through SMS, it can be through email, and even voicemail. So once it sends this request, so there are two options here. We either get a positive review or either get a negative review. So if the client happens to give a negative review, we have a sentimental analysis system. I should have written it here. So we have a sentimental basically have a sentimental analysis system which will basically do this. If the client gives a negative review, if the client is not happy whatsoever, we're not going to risk your reputation by posting or publicly displaying that review. So what is going to happen? This review is going to be taken privately to a private feedback form. And in this form, we'll be asking this unhappy client, look, where can we improve? Why were you not happy with our services? Where can we get better at? So once that is done, the positive review on the other side, we are going to integrate your Google business profile and your Facebook and your website within our CRM. So the moment the automatic review request is sent to your client after the job, after maybe you've completed the garage installation and your client is so happy, once that is done, the positive review is automatically auto-posted on the Google business profile. So you don't have to manually follow up on SMS. How was the experience? No. Your AI does that. AI will automatically send the review request. If it is positive, the positive review is automatically sent to your Google business profile and to your website and to your Facebook profile. So basically that's it. And you need to understand that reviews are so important. This was a statistic that was done by this group called Gominga. Let me just show you guys on why I'm emphasizing this point. Your reviews are so important. This was a statistic was done in 2024. Customer read reviews. 93% of customers read reviews of local businesses to determine their quality. Look at that. 93%, not even 50, not even 20%, 93%, 7% close to 100. Read reviews of local businesses to determine their quality. What does that mean? If you have no reviews, there's no way no one is going to trust you. There's no way anyone is going to trust you. So I usually love this saying: people buy from people they trust. So reviews are just basically a trust component. Reviews to you is like an asset to you, because once you have good reviews and in numerity, then I can assure you there's no need of even panicking whatsoever, of chasing leads and all that. Once you have good reviews, people are going to trust you. They're going to trust that you can deliver whatever you are saying, even on the ads. It's not just them seeing the ads and then booking a call and then going to the process immediately. No. Remember, these are humans. We're dealing with humans. They have trust issues, and currently, in this current time and age, there is a trust factor that is there, a trust deficit that is there. So people will only trust you if they see what other people have commented on you is true. So if they say this guy makes or creates stunning epoxy floors and your reviews are just so good, of which our AI system will ensure that is what happens. So there's no barrier whatsoever. All the barriers are broken down. So reviews are so important for you as a business, and it's something that you need to invest in because it's an asset to you. And so it's not only about the trust issue, but when you also look at the aspect of local SEO ranking, actually, if you have someone who has a business, San Antonio Epoxy Flooring has 7 reviews, and I'm epoxy flooring business B and I have 100 reviews, of course I'm the one who's going to be ranked higher than San Antonio because I have much more reviews. So Google are going to favor the business that has the most of the reviews. So if you have way less reviews, you're just doing a great disservice to yourself. Yes, so otherwise guys, that was it for this video. Hope you guys found something valuable. For the next video, I think I'll be looking at another AI core infrastructure that an epoxy flooring contractor can also use. Anyways, this was all for this video. Hope you guys have found some value. If maybe you want this system also to be plugged and played inside your business, you can click the link in the description and we can have a chat and see if this is a good fit. Anyways, till next time, bye bye.